Hello, my name is Bagus Setiawan from Management. I will present the English for General Purpose, Module 10. I am presenting the topic below. 1. What is a digital library? 2. Technical architecture library. 3. Building digital collection. 4. Digitization. 5. Metadata. 6. Naming, identifies, and persistence. 7. Copyright or rights management. Preservation. The concept of easy fingertip access to information, what we now call digital libraries, began with Vernier Bruce Nimitz machine and has evolved with its advancement in information technology. But what does this phrase mean? What is a digital library and what are the issue and challenge in creating them? Moreover, what are the issue involved in creating a coordinate system of digital library? 1. What is a digital library? There is much confusion surrounding this phrase, stemming from 3 factors. First, the library community has used several different phrases over the years to denote this concept: electronic library, virtual library, library without walls, and it never was quite clear what each of these different words mean. Digital library is simply the most current and most widely accepted word accepted term and is now used almost exclusively at conference, online, and in the literature. Another factor adding to the confusion is that digital library are at the focal point of many different areas of research. And what constitutes a digital library differs depending upon the research community what is describing it. For example, 1. From an information retrieval point of view, it is a large database. 2. For people who work on hypertext technology, it is one particular application of hypertext methods. 3. For those working with area information delivery, it is an application of the web. 4. And for librarians, it is another step in the continuing automation of libraries that began over 28 years old. 25 years old. For libraries, this definition of a digital library and these characteristics are the most logical because it expands and extends the traditional libraries, preserve the valuable work that they do, while integrating new technologies, new process, and new data. 2. Technical architecture library. The first issue is that of the technical architecture that underlies any digital library system. Libraries will need to exchange and upgrade current technical architectures to accommodate digital materials. The architecture will include components such as 1. High-speed local network and fast connection to the internet. 2. Relevant database that support a variety of digital formats. 3. Full-text search engine to index and provide access to resources. 4. A variety of servers such as web server and FTP server. 5. Electronic document management function that will aid in the overall management of digital resources. One important thing to point out about technical architecture for digital libraries is that they won't be monolithic system like the turnkey single box of PAC with which librarians are most familiar. Instead, there will be a collection of disparate systems and resources connected through a network and integrated within one interface, most likely a web interface or one of these descendants. 3. Building digital collection. One of the large issues in creating digital library will be the building of digital collection. Obviously, for any digital library to be variable, it must eventually have a digital collection with the critical mass to make it truly useful. They are essentially the method of building digital collection. 1. Digitization. Converting paper and other media in existing collection to digital form. Discussed in more detail below. 2. Acquisition of original digital work created by publishers and scholars. Example items would be electronic books, journal, and data set. 3. Access to external material not held in-house by providing pointer to website, other library collection, or publisher servers. While the truth method might not exactly constitute part of a local collection, it is still a method of integrating the material available to local users. One of main issues here is the degree to which library will begin extracting material and acquire original digital work, as opposed to simply pointing to some externality. 5. Digitization. Recall that's one of the primary methods of digital collection. Building is digitization. What does the term mean exactly? Simply put, it is the conversion of any fixed or analog media such as books, journal articles, photos, paintings, microphone into electric form through scanning, sampling, or in fact even breaking. An obvious obstacle to digitization is that it is very expensive. 5. Metadata. Metadata is another issue central to the development of digital libraries. Metadata is the data that describes the content and attribute of any particular item in a digital library. It is a concept familiar to librarians because it is one of the primary things that librarians do. They creating cataloging records that describe documents. Metadata is important in digital librarians because it is the key to resource discovery and use of any document. Anyone who has used Alta Vista, Xtip, or any of the other search engines on the internet now that's simple full text. Searches don't scale in a large network. One can get thousands of hits, but most the term will be irrelevant. 6. Naming identifiers and persistence. The 50th issue is related to metadata. It is the problem of naming in a digital library. Names are strings that unequally identify digital object and are part of any document's metadata. Names are important in a digital library as an ISBN number is in a traditional library. They are needed to unequally identify digital object for purposes such as 1. Citations. 2. Information retrieval. 3. The make links among objects. 5. And for the purpose of managing copyright. 7. Copyright or rights management. Copyright has been called the single most vexing barrier to digital library development. The current paper-based concept of copyright breaks down in the digital environment because the control of copies is lost. Digital objects are less fixed easily copied and remotely accessible by multiple users simultaneously. The problem for libraries is that, unlike private business or publishers that own their information, libraries are, for the most part, simply caretakers of information. They don't own the copyright of the material they hold. It is unlikely that libraries will ever be able to fully digit and provide access to the copyright materials in their collection. Instead, they will have to develop mechanisms for managing copyrights. Mechanisms they allow them to provide information without violating copyright claim rights management. Some rights management functions include, for example, 1. Usage tracking, 2. Identifying and authenticating user, 3. Providing the copyright status of its digital object, and the restriction on its use or the fees associated with it. 4. Handling transaction with use by allowing only so many copies to be accessed, or by charging term for a copy, or by passing the request on to a publisher. 8. Preservation. Another important issue is preservation. Keeping digital information available in perpetually in the preservation of digital materials. The real issue is technical obsolescence. Technical obsolescence in the digital age is like the deterioration of paper in the paper age. Libraries in the pre-digital era had to worry about climate control and the acidification of books. But the preservation of digital information will mean constantly coming up with new technology solution. Thank you for presentation. Goodbye.